Page 2. So it was quite worrisome to Ozzy when, from his perch on the back patio, just outside the kitchen screen door, he overheard Mrs. Cruz talking to her eldest grandson, Marino, about having to give up the house. They were sitting at the kitchen table, enjoying a late cup of coffee and eating the last of the prune pastelitos. "Maybe it's time I pass it to your father," Mrs. Cruz said, sadness tinging her voice. "No, Grandma," Marino said, distressed. "This is your house. Dad would say so, too. It wouldn't be the same if you weren't here." "But this house needs so much work," Mrs. Cruz said with a heavy sigh. "The roof leaks, the foundation needs fixing, and I need to have someone take a look at the well. I think it's going to run dry soon." "I can help fix things around the house," Marino said. He took a sip of the Pinon-flavored coffee. He was a nice grandson and Mrs. Cruz's favorite. He was short and wide, only a few inches taller than his grandmother, with a thick thatch of black hair and mischievous brown eyes. Ozzy knew he was always quick to offer someone a ride to town in his old truck or to haul wood for the elders, and he had never heard an unkind word spoken about the young man. "Oh, Marino," Mrs. Cruz said, "I wish you could. But what I need is a bit of money." When she spoke, Ozzy could hear tears in her voice. "I don't even think I can afford my electric bill this month." "I can make some money," Marino volunteered eagerly. "I make t-shirts. I can sell them and raise enough money so you can keep your house." Marino smiled at Ozzy through the wire door, but Mrs. Cruz was shaking her head. "But where would you sell on such a short notice?" "I need the funds for the electricity bill by Friday." Next Friday was less than 2 weeks away. Marino would have to find a place to sell quickly if he was going to help. "My friend Ely told me about a powwow that's happening this weekend in Ann Arbor, Michigan. She already has a vendor license and a booth. I can set up with her." "But it's all the way in Michigan," Mrs. Cruz complained, sounding concerned. "Do you really think your old truck will make it from New Mexico?" Don't worry about me," Marino said. "Me and that old truck have been everywhere. Maine to San Diego. I'm sure we'll make it to Ann Arbor." "I don't know," Miss Marino wrung her wrinkled hands. "I don't think you should drive alone." Ozzy had no idea where Ann Arbor, Michigan was, but he knew he wanted to help. He pawed gently at the screen door, letting out a very restrained whine. Mrs. Cruz looked up from the table. "Why are you crying, Ozzy? You're usually such a good boy." Ozzy was indeed a good boy, but today he was a good boy with an ulterior motive. He whined again, and this time he added a piece de resistance, puppy dog eyes. Mrs. Cruz's whole body softened. Her shoulders dropped, her hands settled around the coffee mug she was holding, and a smile spread across her wrinkled face. "Hey, why don't you take Ozzy?" she suggested.